Welcome to Season 3 of The Short Score, the Team Roping Journal's weekly news update show, where you can find the latest on the sports leaders from the jackpot world of the USTRC and the World Series of Team Roping to the pro rodeo ranks. I'm Chelsea Schaefer.
And I'm Kaitlin Gustave.
And we'll be your hosts. Before we get started on today's episode, it is brought to you by Patrick Smith's Great Horse WSR. He's a Dunavalina, aka Rooster. When Patrick Smith bought WSR, he's a Dunavalina. Anyone who cares about breeding, raising, training, and riding great horses took notice. After all, that Dun Stallion Rooster was really the stuff of legends. Raised and trained by world champion Randon Adams, Rooster played the role of backup horse to the legendary Horse of the Year, Diesel, for most of his career. But when Patrick Smith needed that replacement for his world champion mount and former Horse of the Year Amigo, Rooster was where he turned. The good-boned, hard-stopping stud had made clutch pro rodeo appearances under guys like Dakota Kirchenschlager, Russell Cardoza, and Cesar de la Cruz, and he showed up at the NFR when de la Cruz needed him most. In the short time that Smith has owned him, the Stallion's earnings have jumped well over $300,000, winning $35,000 at the Bob Feist alone in 2019. Patrick bought him because he was a great one, and now he's standing him to the public for just $1,800 in 2020. The horse is by the Adams iconic producer He's a Son of a Dun, out of Paulina, a daughter of the great Docalina. Crossed on running bred mares, that bloodline produced the great Transmission, who Jay Adams won Salinas on, and who continues to turn heads under Colorado's J.B. James. And Rooster's offspring are already winning at the rope horse futurities under guys like NFR qualifier Cole Davidson. If you're serious about breeding to a stallion that's going to change the game, producing offspring that are meant to win in the roping arena, then Rooster needs to be your first choice. He's had a 100% catch rate on the mares that he bred in 2019, and his books are now open for 2020. It's easy. All you have to do is check out raisingroosters.com for more and call 432-201-3080 for contracts. That's 432-201-3080 for contracts, and you can have a part of the great Raising Rooster program.
Well, hello everyone. Happy Tuesday. On this episode of The Short Score, you are only getting me. It's Kaitlin Gustave. Chelsea is back in Colorado, and I am on the grounds in Arizona. I gotta say, you guys, if you haven't made it down to Arizona in the wintertime for ropings and barrel races or whatever you're doing, you need to make it down here. It's wonderful. It's sunny and 70 in the winter. I'm not stuck in the cold snow right now. I love it. I think, Chelsea, I could stay down here forever. I'm coming back to Colorado, I promise. But it is awesome. There's ropings every day. All you want, jackpots, practice, you name it. It's on. Tons of arenas. And speaking of that, we're going to get to Arizona later on in this episode. And also stay tuned, because speaking of Arizona, we're going to have a short little interview with the Open Title Fight champions, and that's Garrett Rogers and Jake Miner. So stay tuned as we talk about that later in the episode. But to kick off this episode, we got to talk about who won San Angelo. That was Aaron Sinigini and Kyle Lockett. They won it last year in 2019, and they came back again and won it in 2020. They were 13-7 on 3 head, and that paid $5,613 a man. In the first round, they tied Manny Agaskiza Jr. and York Gill for a 4.3, and that paid just a little over $100. They didn't get any money in the second round, but they made a comeback in the final round and won it with a 4.8, and that paid $1,697 a man. Congratulations to those guys. That was a big win to get under their belt in the beginning of the year. Also, pro rodeo talk, we got San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. They're kicking off the semifinals. They already finished bracket 1 of that, and winning that was Charlie Crawford and Logan Medlin. with a 4.2, and that paid $5,000 a man. Second was Cody Snow and Paul Eaves with a 4.5, paying $4,000 a man. Third was Jeff Flanagan and Tyler Worley with a 5.1, that paid $2,500 a man. And fourth was Chad Masters and Wesley Thorpe with a 6.9, and that paid $1,500 a man. Congratulations to those guys. Stay tuned as we all wait and see who's going to qualify to the finals through those semifinal brackets. It's going to be exciting, and that final round's going to be really fun to watch. Also, while we're down in Arizona, I got to go to Tucson. I went yesterday, it's Monday, to the first slack. The conclusion of that slack finished the first round of the Tucson Rodeo, and that's La Fiesta de los Vaqueros Rodeo in Tucson, Arizona. Winning the first round was Colton Schmidt and Hunter Cook. They were 5'7", and that paid $3,346 a man. If you didn't see their run, we got it on Team Roping Journal's Facebook page and Instagram. So be sure to check it out. It was a really great run in that arena and on those steers. I know just watching it, those steers kind of go left, or you don't really know what they're going to do, some kind of run on. It was my first time ever going to Tucson Rodeo, so it was really cool to watch. Might make it down there a little bit more, but I know today, Tuesday, was the second slack, and so we're going to see who did what in slack and as the performances go on throughout the week. More Arizona. I know today, Tuesday, was the pre-roping at the Mike Servey Junior Memorial. They had a 13, a 15, and an open today, so we'll kind of see who wins all that. And then tomorrow on Wednesday, they have the 8th annual Servey Pro-Am roping that will kick off the day, and then after that will be the Servey Memorial Pro Classic. That's where all those open ropers. Estimated over 40,000 added to that roping. It's going to be really fun to watch. Stay tuned also for this week's episode of The Score, because we are going to have a special episode brought to you by Fastback Ropes with the winners of the Servey. So that's going to be exciting. They're going to be coming right out of the arena, and we're going to pull them aside and talk to them, hopefully. So we're excited to see who wins that. And if you want, you should log on to that globalhandicaps.com, because I know I do. I'm constantly on that little website, and it is handy. If you need to keep track of ropings, if you need to see when your draws are, what team number they are, who won what they won. It's all on that app. It's so handy. I am on it constantly, like I said, and you can be sure to know what your team numbers are, what team they are on. Times are updated by the second. It's amazing. It is so amazing. So be sure to log on to globalhandicaps.com and sign up for your Global Handicaps card. And speaking of Arizona and title fights, I got the chance to come down here. I'm still down in Arizona in Wickenburg, but I got to come down and I got to rope in that title fights, and man, it is a roping to go to. It's so much fun. 3 days worth of just team roping. Steers were phenomenal. It's put on. Ty Yost does a great job, and all of his crew does a great job at keeping this roping running. It's so quick. You wouldn't think that ropings that had over 100 teams could run that fast, but by God, they do, and it's phenomenal. And the big winners of the Open title fights, Ariat World Series, were Garrett Rogers and Jake Miner. They were 37 and 25 on 5 head, and that paid $10,000 for the team. If you haven't seen results, get on Global Handicaps. It's awesome. You'll see all the results, all the placings from that roping, all the other ropings that were going on, and ropings that are currently happening, but that's awesome. And so big congratulations to Garrett and Jake. Stay tuned at the end of this episode. We're going to have a short little interview with those guys on their win and what they're going to be doing next in the week and going on the rodeo trail. And you guys, speaking of Arizona, it is, like I said, it's awesome down here. I think we all need to come down here in the winter. It's phenomenal. But if you don't make it down here, if you do make it down here, we do have our Team Roping Journal Arizona guide. We've done it for 2 years in a row now, and it is awesome. All the travel guides, all the snowbirds, we get interviews with them. Check out that Arizona guide. It is on our website too, so you can go to teamropingjournal.com and check that out. And be sure to check out all the ropings going on in Arizona or surrounding Arizona, because you can hit so many jackpots in one day. And you could easily win a lot of money, or you can easily go broke in one day. So, depending on how it goes. But you should make it down to Arizona, definitely. Moving on, we got to cover some upcoming ropings. For the World Series of Team Roping, Ariat World Series of Team Roping, we got the Mesquite, Nevada qualifier. That is coming up Friday, February 21st. And we got Saturday, February 22nd, is a number 14.5 only all-star team roping in Carthage, Missouri. So be sure to get over to there. Following week, in February 28th, is Buckeye, Arizona. That's a qualifier. And in Sarasota, Florida, there's a qualifier. It's JX2 roping. So be sure to get to those World Series ropings. And coming up for the USTRC, we got the Florida Championships. That's February 28th through the 1st in Sarasota, Florida. And we got, this weekend, the 22nd through the 23rd, is Jeff Smith Productions Northeast Kansas Classic. And that roping in Carthage, Missouri is also USTRC NTR earnings. And so is the Jeff Smith Productions. Also, speaking of USTRC, we cannot forget about the upcoming USTRC finals. New dates, new location. It's in Fort Worth, Texas at the Will Rogers Memorial Center, April 21st through the 26th. Get your teams in. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so much fun down there in Texas. Don't forget, we got a special select rope horse sale. That's going to be super cool to watch. Also, there's going to be trucks. There's a Cinch High Money Ladies Award that's going out. USTRC Finals VIP Experience. There's the USTRC Open. Be sure, just check out all those flyers on USTRC.com. There's so much more to go over and so much you don't want to miss. But without further ado, we hope you enjoy the short little interview with Garrett Rogers and Jake Miner after they won the Open title fights. Thanks, guys. All right, hey everyone. I am here with the Open title fight winners, Garrett Rogers and Jake Miner. What's going on, guys? Like, what are you feeling after this win?
Oh, it was good. I was real happy to win it. I was late on a couple and just glad it turned out the way it did.
What about you, Jake?
Yeah, we needed it. We haven't had a very good winter at all, and we haven't won anything jackpotting together for a long time, so it was really good.
Gotcha. And you guys were 37-25 on 5 head. You guys were second callback, right?
Second, yeah.
Second callback. What was it watching those guys rope in high call? They messed up, or no, they were just a little long.
A little longer.
Did you know you have it won when they roped, or like kind of what was going through your head?
No, I didn't know. Actually, we had, out of 5 steers, we ran the same steer twice. A white steer twice, a black steer twice, and I knew my steer, so he was good, and I just wanted to catch him, take the lead.
Gotcha. What about heeling him down for him?
Oh, he made it pretty easy today, but we had this white steer that was kind of crappy. He ran pretty hard. We drew him twice, and I think we were kind of middle 8s on him. I thought that kind of took us out of the roping, but ended up being all right. Gotcha. And split 10,000, you guys said you guys are kind of having a slower winter. How's this going to help you get down the road and just keep going?
We're starting Monday at Tucson, and hopefully we can build off of this and start catching something.
And kind of talk about what horses you guys were on today.
Actually, I just bought a bay, 14 years old, and first roping I rode him at today, and it was a little tough to get in the box, but worked good in the field.
I was to say, you look like you were having a little bit of trouble getting him in the corner.
Getting pretty mad, but I'm glad it worked out.
Gotcha. And what were you heeling on?
Just an old horse that I bought this winter, kind of just to practice on, and he's been working pretty good, so I tried him today.
And what's his name and age?
Nitro, and he's 18.
And what's your horse's name and age?
Bay, 14 years old.
Bay, classic.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to Tucson on Monday and Tuesday,
Monday,
Slack,
Tuesday,
and then Cervies Wednesday.
Yeah.
Kind of talk about going from, obviously you guys have jackpot set up, you have to score them out, run them down, you have 5 head, then you go to a rodeo, have to run them down quick to win, and then you're going to be going to another jackpot where you're running them down. Kind of talk about the mindset that you have to go through to do all that.
Well, today was actually a real barrier, and I mean, it's going to be definitely longer at Tucson, but the Cervies long setup, and just got to have a horse that can score and run, and hopefully catch.
Be able to get something done.
Yeah, it was pretty good practice for those because they're all long scores, and just kind of got to catch them. So.
And will you guys be riding the same horses?
I will not be. No.
What will you be riding?
A young sorrel horse.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of or will you be riding Sam Hill horse?
No, I'll ride kind of my best horse I have.
Gotcha.
There.
So how do you guys plan on what horse you're going to ride where?
Well, today was a good deal because I didn't know what this horse would do to jackpot, and I found out. So probably will not take him. Find something else. But.
Gotcha. What were you, Jake?
Oh, I just, I don't know. I try to save my best horse kind of, but should probably ride him more. But yeah, that's why I brought that one.
Gotcha. All right, well, thank you guys. Congratulations, and I maybe go punch each other.